Hello guys, hello dear students, welcome to my channel Amjad Online Academy. Okay, today in previous session, if you have seen already that we had discussed the main concept of management accounting. Now in this video we are going to discuss the difference between the management accounting and financial accounting, as they are considered to be highly correlated. Actually, a lot of people are getting confused that the financial accounting and management accounting somehow looking same, and some people do not know the difference. Actually, if there is a difference, then what is that main difference between these two? Because as I have told you that management accounting largely depends on financial accounting. However, it depends on the other discipline also, as I have already told you, but largely depends on the financial accounting. So what are those point of difference? So we are going to discuss in this video. So let's discuss one by one. Okay, be patient because this is going to be a little bit long video. So first point of difference between these two, that is objective. What actually here I want to say is that objective I am just going to discuss in two senses here. First, what is the objective of financial accounting primarily, and what is the objective of management accounting? If you have understood already, we have studied already the financial accounting. For what purpose the financial accounting is prepared? Financial accounting, the main purpose of preparing the financial accounting is calculation of profit. किसके पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से? फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग के. Calculation of profit from the point of view of financial accounting. It means the main objective of financial accounting is, right, calculation of profit. It means financial accounting mainly focuses on calculating the profit, whereas if we see the difference, minute difference, however, ultimate destination or ultimate goal of both just to focus on the profit, that is another matter, but we are talking about the calculation. The main focus of the management accountant is cost. The main objective of management accounting is not profit but calculation of cost. It is by or in management accounting. So it has become a first point of difference, right? Basic difference of both the disciplines of both subjects, management accounting and financial accounting. What is that? That management accounting focuses on cost, right? However, it reaches the profit, that is another matter, but it mainly focuses on the calculation or controlling the cost, you can say. Look, I tell you why I'm focusing here is that there may be another purpose. For example, every business wants to enhance the profit, but there are two ways of enhancing the profit. You can think yourself, if you are the businessman, if you are running a small shop, so you want to increase the profit. So there will be two ways. Either you will increase the selling price, either you will increase the price, then definitely your profit will be increased, or on the other side you will try to reduce the cost, then you will also increase the profit. So one is negative way and another is positive way. So I'm just telling you the point of view of the management accountant and the financial accountant. Financial accountant point of view is to increase the profit, maximize the profit, and to calculate the profit. Here the point of view of the management accounting or the objective of the management accountant is to control the cost or to calculate the cost. So understood? This is the first point of view of difference between these two. Coming to the second, secrecy. Secrecy. The another point of difference between these two subjects, financial accounting and the management accounting, is secrecy or confidentiality. You can say, in other words, the confidentiality. What is that? That the financial accounting is not confidential. Financial accounting is not confidential, whereas management accounting is confidential. If you visit, for example, if you are the student, if you will visit any finance company or any company, if you will see the financial record, they will not let you see the costing record of that particular company, because costing records are confidential. But they will show you the financial records, because the financial records are not confidential and they are public, and it is commonly understood. You can see the financial statement of any company on internet, on newspaper, anywhere. If you visit the company, they will show you the financial records, because right, financial records are public, whereas management records are confidential and they are secret. So say there, another point of difference is that in case of the management accounting, secrecy is maintained, that is not to be disclosed to the public, whereas in financial accounting there is no secrecy, there is no confidentiality. So understood the second point? The third point is data, or you can say the information. Data or information. How we can say means usage of data, you can say, or dependence of data. Financial accounting depends on past information only. Financial accounting, right, depends on past information only. For example, in financial accounting, you have to prepare, for example, first, what you have to prepare? Journals. How do you prepare journals? When there are past transactions. So if there are no past transactions, you cannot prepare journals. Journals, on the basis of journals, you prepare ledgers, and then you prepare other financial statements. So financial statements of any company cannot be prepared unless you depend on the past information. If there is no existence of the past information, you cannot prepare the financial statement. It does mean that financial accounting particularly depends on the past information only. Whereas in case of the management accounting not only depends on the past information, but management accounting depends on past, present and future information. So it's a very great difference. You have to understand here, you have to focus here. However, you will see when we will solve a lot of questions on management accounting, you will see okay, how the future here means the future forecasting. It is here means the forecasting. So you have to forecast for the future in case of the management accounting, but you don't have to forecast in case of the financial accounting, because the job of the financial accountant is just to prepare ledger, journal, trial balance and the balance sheet and income statement, that's all, which are entirely dependent on the past information. But in case of the management accounting, you have to foresee the future, you have to forecast about the future, you have to prepare a lot of budgets. आपको बहुत सारे बजट बनाने हैं, आपको देखना है कि आने वाले टाइम में मेरे कितने खर्चे होने हैं. You have to foresee the expenses and expenditure which are going to be incurred in future. You have to control them. आपको उनको कंट्रोल करना है, आपको उनको देखना है. तो it means it is also depending on the past information which is going to happen in future. Future information. So it is relying on the future information also. It is considering the present information also, definitely, and it is no matter, it is also depending on the past information, because until and unless we do not use the past information, we cannot make the present and the future, right? So this is the another point of view difference, which is very significant difference, data usage or the information. Next, fourth is publication. What is this publication? I have already told you, this is something which is related to this point of secrecy, right? All the financial statements, all financial statements need to be published. Need to be published, as I've told you. Means the statements, financial statements are prepared by financial accounting, and once you have prepared the financial statement, they need to be published anywhere. They need to be published on internet, they need to be published in the newspaper, they need to be published in the journals, magazines, anywhere, right? They need to be published in the annual report of the company. But as far as the management accounting is concerned, there has to be the confidentiality, there has to be the secrecy. When there is a secrecy, there is no matter of publishing them. When you have to maintain the secrecy, you have to maintain the confidentiality. There is no question arises of publishing them. तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? फाइनेंशियल अकाउंट्स को, फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स को हम पब्लिश करते हैं और हम कहीं पर भी जाकर दे सकते हैं. अगर आपको किसी भी कंपनी का, ONGC का, BHEL का, BEL का, सिडकुल का, आप किसी भी कंपनी का, आप कहीं पर भी जाकर देख, इंटरनेट पर जाइए, टिस्को का, टेल्को का, आपको सबके फाइनेंशियल रिकॉर्ड्स मिल जाएंगे, फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट मिल जाएंगे सबको, बिकॉज विच आर प्रिपेयर्ड बाय द फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग. बट आपको किसी कंपनी के मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग रिकॉर्ड्स नहीं मिलेंगे, बिकॉज दे आर हाईली कॉन्फिडेंशियल. तो देयर इज अ पब्लिकेशन compulsory in case of financial accounting, but no such compulsion in case of not compulsion even, but there is no publication in case of management accounting. The fifth point I was saying, that is compulsion. What we are referring here, compulsion here, right? Financial accounting is mandatory. Financial accounting is mandatory. All right. Whereas management accounting is optional. आप खुद देख लीजिए, इससे बड़ा डिफरेंस क्या होगा? इससे बड़ा डिफरेंस कुछ हो ही नहीं सकता अगर आप यही पॉइंट कंसिडर करें कि फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग इज मैंडेटरी एज पर द गाइडलाइंस लेड बाय द कंपनीज एक्ट 1956, द ओल्डेस्ट एक्ट. हाउएवर देयर हैव बीन लॉट ऑफ अमेंडमेंट्स, राइट? लेटेस्ट वी आर फॉलोइंग द 2013 अमेंडमेंट एक्ट, राइट? कंपनीज एक्ट 2013. But if you are even referring the oldest version, 1956, so according to that, the guidelines, according to those guidelines, it is compulsory to maintain the financial accounting records, but no such compulsion exists in case of the management accounting. Management accounting is completely optional. It depends on the top level management of the company. It depends on the owner of the company whether they are interested in maintaining the costing records, management records or not. If they want to follow the management accounting or not. It is completely the discretion of the owner or of the top level manager of that particular company. But in case of the management company, even you are running a small shop, अगर आपका एक छोटा सा रेस्टोरेंट भी है, आपकी बाहर एक छोटी सी दुकान भी है, and you, if that is registered, so it is mandatory for you to maintain the record and you have to file the income tax return. You have to file the income tax return for that. तो आपको रजिस्टर्ड अगर है तो इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न भी आपको फाइल करना पड़ेगा. बट जो उसके इंटरनल कॉस्टिंग रिकॉर्ड्स हैं वो आपको ही मालूम होंगे, उनको आपको पब्लिश करना ज़रूरी नहीं है, और ना ही आपको जो वो आपका अपना इंटरेस्ट है कि आप उसकी कॉस्ट को कंट्रोल करना चाहते हैं या नहीं चाहते हैं, दैट इज़ अनदर मैटर. that is your own choice. So there is no such compulsion exists in case of the management accounting. So this is a very big difference, which makes it very much explicit and clear the difference between these two, right? However, there are a lot of other points. External and internal use. This is another point of view difference. External and internal use. Mind my writing, right? I apologize for my writing. That's why I am saying mind my writing, because that is very bad. मैं खुद अच्छी तरह से जानता हूँ कि मेरी राइटिंग खराब है. That's why I focus on my words and what I'm trying to attune my writing as I'm trying my best here. But that's why I'm repeating again. It is external and internal use. What I mean to say here is that management accounting has internal use, whereas financial accounting has external use. All right. Management accounting has internal use means what? Management accounting, as I have told you, now all the points are correlated now. You can anticipate yourself. When I have said that these are the confidential, it means management accounting records are prepared to cater to the needs of internal management, right? Because they are highly confidential, they only the internal management refer them, right? But in case of the financial accounting, that is for external use. Financial accounting records are always prepared to cater to the needs of the external parties, those who are known as external decision makers, and external decision makers are also known as stakeholders. Lot of people are getting confused about the stakeholders and the shareholders. They think that the stakeholders and the shareholders are same, but there is a big difference here also, right? Stakeholders. So let me say again, financial accounting is prepared to satisfy to the needs of stakeholder. Here shareholder is a part of the stakeholder. Both are not the same. दोनों same नहीं है. Shareholders are the part of the stakeholder. Who are the stake? Stake means what? Those who are having some interest. अगर मैं कहूँ कि मेरा stake कहाँ है? मेरा stake, for example, where I am doing my job, where I am doing my service, तो मैं कहूँगा कि मेरा वहाँ पर कुछ ना कुछ stake लगा हुआ है, मेरा कुछ ना कुछ वहाँ पर दाव पर लगा हुआ है, जैसे हम बोलते हैं. That is known as a stake. तो I am the stakeholder of that particular institution or the organization. So stakeholder, those parties who are having some stake in the business, they are known as the stakeholder. So they may be the shareholder definitely. They may be the bankers. Bankers are the greatest stakeholder in the company. Why? Because they lend borrowings, they lend funds to the business. So they become the primarily stakeholder of that particular company. कंपनी किस पे चलती है? कंपनी बोरोइंग्स पे चलती है. कंपनी सारी क्या किस पे चलती है? भले ही मालिक के पास कितना भी पैसा क्यों ना हो, भले ही चाहे वो मिलियनेयर बिलियनेयर क्यों ना हो, बट व्हेन ही रन्स अ बिग प्रोजेक्ट ही गेट्स इट फंडेड बाय एनी अदर बैंक. तो बैंक प्राइमरी स्टेक होल्डर इसलिए बन जाता है, चाहे वो लेंडर्स हों. लेंडर्स का मतलब जो सप्लाई करते हैं. लेंडर्स आल्सो नोन एज सप्लायर्स. चाहे वो एम्प्लॉइज हों, और सबसे बड़ा जो है स्टेक होल्डर होता है वो तो गवर्नमेंट तो है ही, गवर्नमेंट. तो दीज आर ऑल द पार्टीज विच आर स्टेक होल्डर. So generally people think that the stakeholder and the shareholder are the same. No, shareholder is the part of the stakeholder and there are other parties who are the stakeholders. So who are having direct or indirect interest in the working of the or operation of the company, they are the stakeholder of that particular company. जिनको ये देखना है, those who are eyeing on the company. कि कंपनी में क्या चल रहा है, कंपनी कैसे ऑपरेट कर रही है। अगर मैंने सोचो मैं कोई बहुत बड़ा बैंक हूँ और मैंने किसी कंपनी को बहुत ज़्यादा लोन दे रखा है, तो सबसे पहले तो मैं उसमें जानना चाहूँगा कि उसमें क्या हो रहा है, उसका कितना प्रॉफिट है, उसका कितना प्रॉफिट इंक्रीज हो रहा है, कितना प्रॉफिट डिक्रीज हो रहा है। तो इनडायरेक्टली आई हैव बिकम द स्टेक होल्डर ऑफ दैट कंपनी। तो ये सब सारी पार्टीज दे बिकम द स्टेक होल्डर। सो दिस इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द स्टेक होल्डर। तो नाउ कमिंग टू द पॉइंट ऑफ द डिफरेंस, that financial accounting is prepared to satisfy the need of these external parties, external decision makers or stakeholder, whereas management accounting has some internal use. Management accounting is nothing to do with the external party, that is only cater to the needs of the internal management। एक बहुत बड़ा डिफरेंस आपको ये है जो दोनों उसमें है। So I hope that the difference is clear. Here is another point is that please be patient. I have already said that this video is going to be little bit long. 7th point, we can say period, or you can say periodicity. If you observe, if you know little bit knowledge, if you have some little bit knowledge about the financial accounting, you know that all the financial statements are prepared at the end of every month, right? That is maybe 31st January or that may be 31st March, right? In some countries that is 31st March, in some countries that is 31st December, right? So they are prepared after every year. But there no such guidelines, no such period is fixed in case of the management accounting. I hope this is very much clear to you. Management accounting is done after 2 months. It may be done after 2 months. It may be done after 6 months. It may be done quarterly. It may be done half yearly. It may be done after 3 quarters or 4 quarters, whatever. But there is no periodicity fixed for the management accounting, but there is a certain time period fixed for the management accounting or financial accounting. As already you know, I have said that is 1 year. ये तो बहुत ही कॉमन सी बात है, कॉमन सेंस की बात है कि आप सभी लोग जानते होंगे कि फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग जितने भी रिकॉर्ड्स हैं वो सारे 1 साल के बाद बनते हैं। लेकिन ऐसा कोई कंपल्शन मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग में नहीं है। इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ द टॉप लेवल मैनेजमेंट कि जब चाहे वो जब मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग रिकॉर्ड्स मंगा सकते हैं, बनवा सकते हैं, राइट? इसमें कोई टाइम पीरियड फिक्स नहीं है। एंड द लास्ट आई वांट टू कंक्लूड हियर सेइंग लास्ट पॉइंट, दैट इज GAAP। What is that GAAP? A lot of you might be already understanding that. What is GAAP? GAAP actually is generally accepted accounting principles. Generally accepted accounting principles. So when it comes to the matter of preparing the financial statement, or you say if you are preparing the financial records with the help of the financial accounting, then you have to follow strictly some GAAP, some generally accepted accounting principle. For example, entity assumption is there, going concern assumption is there. So there are some principle like matching principle is there, principle of consistency is there. So there are guidelines which are strictly adhered, right? Which are strictly adhered by the financial accountant. But there is no such guidelines in case of the management accounting. There is a complete flexibility, all right? How it depends on the approach of the management accountant of that particular company, how they prepare the management records, management accounting records, वो किस तरह से बनाते हैं। बट इसमें ऐसा नहीं है कि कंपनी टू कंपनी डिफर करेगा। जो GAAP है दैट इज सेम फॉर ऑल द कंपनी एंड ऑल द कंपनी हैव टू फॉलो द सेम गाइडलाइंस, GAAP। This is all about the difference between these two disciplines. However, I can tell you more points. In number of point I can go like this, but these are the main point I have discussed here, because I'm not going to stretch this video for long. I hope that I have made some sense and it's clear to you, right? If you have understood well, then you can, if you have any doubt, right, you can give you can ask that doubt in comment section. And thanks for watching this video patiently, and see you next time. Goodbye. Thank you.